What's up guys, Chris here from Mainly Mesh. Welcome to part 2 of our series on how to shoot better, harder. Today we're going to be focusing in on the core before we move into the footwork and the hands to wrap things up. Like I mentioned last week, the best overhand shot possible really tries to eliminate as much twisting motion as possible and convert everything into almost a crunching motion, coming all the way over the top, working in only that Y component. What this means is that although we all love doing our Russian twists with the medicine ball while we're working out, it isn't necessarily the most effective exercise to have the hardest overhand shot possible. If I were to drop my stick completely and I told you guys to throw a medicine ball over your head as far as possible, what you would notice is that instead of twisting, because that's working in that horizontal component, what you're going to have to do is actually reach over your head and almost come into a full crunch, right? So in order to get as much power as possible, we have to almost rethink our whole core system so that we're coming over the top and crunching towards the goal instead of twisting in that sidearm motion in more of like a pirouette. Looking at it from a different angle with my stick, what you can see is that an overhand shot that doesn't have too much power, isn't as much accurate, like I said, is with that 3/4 motion, and that's more of that twist, and you'll find that your body is rotating all the way around, and maybe in your follow through you are ending up so that your foot isn't pointing towards the net. It's not going to be as accurate, it's not going to be as hard once you're in an in-game situation. So what we want to focus on is not only getting the shot right over the top so that we're in that crunching motion. What that crunching motion will allow us to do is also bring our whole body so that we end up falling with our feet going towards the net. A great gym exercise for you guys to do to work on this. Unfortunately, I don't have a medicine ball with me today, but instead of doing those good old Russian twists, if you can, getting some med ball slams in where you're reaching around, curling over the top and slamming straight down. That's a lot of that. It still has that rotation like you would loading up on the side, but then finishing in a strong crunch, slamming it into the ground. Make sure you guys are still doing some glute exercises and kind of backside core stuff so you guys don't have any overuse injuries. But thanks so much, guys. Ask me any questions down below. Tune in for our last part of this series next week. Thanks so much. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time.